never been. Living life like it should have been. Praying these days won't ever end. 'Cause we're living good, yeah. Hey, we're living good. A bunch of redneck Robin Hoods. Bunch of redneck Robin Hoods. Hey, we're living good. Back in the woods.
What I'd like to share with you now is a quick tip or trick to light a candle using only your Ferrocerium rod. The reason that can come in handy is because it can give you that flame that you may need to ignite marginal tinder or marginal tinder bundles within your fire lay. And that's what we're going to demonstrate today before we cook this rabbit. We have a candle here that's already been on fire, so the wick is charred. That is now charred material. We can take advantage of that to light this candle from our Ferrocerium rod, but there's a little bit of a trick that we need to understand. So what we're going to do is, we're going to set our candle aside for a minute. We're going to take the back of our knife, and we're just going to start to slowly scrape shavings off of this rod in a small pile right here on the log. And it does not have to be a large pile by any means. Remember not to scrape this fast enough to get sparks. You're only trying to remove material, and that's another advantage that you have with a very sharp spine on your knife, is that ease of removing material. And now we'll take this material and we'll gather it up somewhat, the best we can, into a smaller pile. Just like this. Once we've done that, we're going to lay our candle with the wick down at an angle just like this. So again, the heat rises up. If I chose a big enough stump here, we'll know in a minute. Now what we intend to do is we intend to ignite the material here, which will in turn ignite our wick. Then when our candle's lit, we can then put this into our fire. You know, one thing we have to remember when we're melting snow for our water source is that snow is 90% air. Ice is 90% water. So whatever snow you put into a container to melt, you're going to get very little residual water compared to the volume of snow you're using. So I've got this 2 quart filled up with snow, melting it now, and it will probably yield less than a pint for sure by the time we're done. So we'll have to add more snow as this melts. One of the big advantages to using snow in the wintertime as your water source is that you have no need to boil the snow. You need only melt the snow to give you potable water. It's just like collecting rain, except it's in frozen form. I don't have to boil it to get rid of waterborne pathogens. It's good to go as is. And as long as I'm not melting yellow snow, I should be fine. Well, folks, I'm Dave Canterbury with the Pathfinder School. I thank you for joining me out here today for another video. I thank you for your comments, and I thank you for your views. I thank you for all the support that you give us at the Pathfinder School and Self-Reliance Outfitters. I'll be back with another video as soon as I can. Thanks, guys.